Hey everyone, Meet Kevin here. Today, I'm going short Tesla. I really hate to say that, and it breaks my heart.
Hi friends, welcome back. So that was our buddy Meet Kevin telling everyone that he's gonna go short Tesla. This was about a week or so ago, and I'm making this video because it's not just about Kevin, but all of the crazy things that happen in YouTube finance, and to be careful out there because basically these people are full of crap. That's a way to put it. Now, why am I talking about Kevin first? Well, this is a major announcement because hey guys, I'm going short Tesla, and it's a weird announcement because if you've been following him, he has a fund and he essentially his large position was Tesla. Now, what's crazy about this stuff is again, this is like, over a week ago, about 9 days ago, he's saying I'm going short Tesla. He brags that he's awesome at stocks, and he's selling you these classes, Zero to Millionaire, Master of Stocks. He wants to charge you, let's see, what's this, like, you can pause this here. He wants to charge you $523 for his stock class because he's saying how awesome he is. And it's crazy. I mentioned this is because, if you wanted to go short Tesla, actually, you would have been better off doing that. A couple years ago, you'd be up, 50-some% on your money. If you just did it this year and you did it, say, back in July, which we started talking about, Tesla looks like the bad news is going to be hitting this year. You'd be up 41%, but suddenly, like, now that it's gone down 40-some, 50-some%, now you decide to short it. It's ridiculous. And I want to point this out because this is something that I noticed today as well. Take a look at another YouTuber. This was Stockmo. He was pumping NIO and Tesla and all the crazy EVs and Shiba Inus and stuff. But listen to this. This is what he was saying on the price of NIO stock.
I still think my NIO stock price prediction will hit that $100 in the next 2 years. I'm hoping by the end of
industry that was rolling up in the EV industry. They were doing everything they needed to do until they weren't. And we are now at a point where it has crossed below $5 a share, marking that it is absolutely, arguably, the worst stock I've ever had in my portfolio.
This is an example of this one, right? So he was telling everyone it's going to go to $100 a share. Now it's trading at $5, right? The previous example was Meet Kevin's, telling everyone how awesome Tesla is for like forever. Suddenly now he tells you to go short. Here's another example. And guys, I'm pointing this stuff out to you because I want you to understand, like, these people are full of crap. This is another example. This guy is Matt Pocius. I showed you him before. He's full of crap. But now listen to this particular example. And I want to point out how you need to check up on this stuff and don't be caught by these scammers. So have a listen for yourself.
Is believed to be from reliable sources but may include rumor and speculation. Accuracy is not guaranteed, but I assume personally it is true. If you remember, about a year and 3 or 4 months ago, Bloomberg reported a production cut and later basically it turned out to be mostly true.
So if you understand what he's doing here, he's being sarcastic and he's playing jokes that basically Bloomberg is lying to you. First he says, oh, well, I assume it's going to be true, wink, wink, right? And then the next one he's like, well, it's mostly true. It's being sarcastic. And what he's referring to, and I want to show you guys this really clearly, how these kind of people who are full of crap play games with you. This is a real estate agent. Her name is Eva. I can see this right here. It's a real estate agent website. This is this real estate agent Twitter. This is the person that this YouTuber was quoting as a real estate agent. To go back here, you can see I'm not just making random stuff up. There's Eva's name right there. And Eva, as a real estate agent, she's like, okay, I love dancing with a person in a Tesla costume. There I am there. And this is what she tweeted out. And I want to show you guys this really clearly, okay? So it says here, another Bloomberg post targeting Tesla, and she's tweeting this at Tesla, Elon Musk, negatively stock down 3%. Unfortunately, investors failed to read the bottom of the story. And this is what she's pointed out here. The information is believed to be from reliable sources, but may include rumor and speculation. Accuracy is not guaranteed. Now, if you just read this and you read her big, the headline that media is garbage, like, oh, yes, media is garbage, they're all lying to us, etc. If you look into this thing, okay, she's reading the Bloomberg story, which I have read. I have read the Bloomberg story, but she's reading it from MT Newswires up here, okay? And if you actually read through this, this is part of MT Newswire quoting Bloomberg. MT Newswire has this thing called market chatter. It says market chatter, Tesla trims output at China factory over slow sales, increased competition, etc., right? And you go down to part where she's quoting. It says here, right here, on literally in the article that she's posting, it says, market chatter news is derived from conversations with market professionals globally, This information is believed to be from reliable sources, but may include rumor and speculation. Accuracy is not guaranteed. Now, the reason why I'm pointing this out is because she's trying to imply that Bloomberg put this in their article. They did not. This has come, again, from MT and Market Chatter. This is not part of Bloomberg. This is Market Chatter. They're quoting Bloomberg, but then they say Market Chatter is not reliable, possibly, and it could and may include rumor or speculation, but not necessarily this particular article, right? It is, if you understand what I'm saying here, you'll get how these guys are playing games. But you know, either she literally doesn't understand what she's reading, or she's purposely lying to you, and who knows, right? I don't know what's inside Eva's heart. This particular person, I think he's smart enough to know that he's lying to you, but you know, his followers wouldn't know. It's so ludicrous that how these people talk, and I just have to point this stuff out to you guys. Now, I want to point out something else, which why people fall for these kind of tricks is because they don't necessarily understand basics of the stock market. So for example, you know, when stock mode, this dude is telling you NEO is going to be $100 a share. Let me pose it to you this way, and sort of like, I kind of get why people would think that. You know, think it would go crazy like that. So let's say, for example, you look at the price of Tesla stock, you say, oh, it's, you know, 170, awesome. And you look at the price of your NEO stock, you say, oh, you know, it's like $5, it's really cheap. It could go from 5 to 170. Like, that's how a regular person thinks, right? If you look at the price of Tesla and you look at the price of NEO, just the price of stock, you would think, oh, okay, NEO could theoretically go the price of Tesla. That's what regular people think. I want to pose this question to you. Which company is more valuable? I want to pose this question to you. Just make sure you understand the basics of the stock market. Apple is trading at $172 per share. FedEx is trading it at $284 per share. Question for you, which company is more valuable? FedEx or Apple? Right? You can see the price of the stock right there. Apple's 172, FedEx is 284. Question again, which company is more valuable? Apple or FedEx? And tell me, how do you know the answer? I'm telling you the price of stock. FedEx is 284, Apple's 172. So what trips up a lot of people is they look at new people to the market. They look at the price of stock, but not at the market cap, essentially. If you take a look closer at market cap of Apple, this is the more valuable company, is $2.66 trillion. Even though the share price, yes, I understand that, is 172, but the market cap is much higher. At FedEx, even though, yes, the price of the stock is 284, the market cap is 71 billion. You can actually look at these kind of examples very simply. This is a list of companies based on how valuable they are, and also too by their share price. You can actually sort it by both. So if you sort by most valuable company, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia, these are the top companies, you know, Alphabet, Amazon, etc. If you sort by stock price, you come up with a very different list, okay? And I want to point this out to you because when you're just entering the market, you want to be looking at market caps, not stock price. What happens on multiple channels on YouTube, all they ever talk about is the stock price. And people say, oh, where's the price going to go? What's the price going to be? They never necessarily talk about what is a realistic value for a company, what is a realistic PE ratio, multiple, these kind of things. I bring this stuff up on the channel all the time. I understand that a lot of people don't understand these things, but I just want to point this out of a very simple example because I could easily fool and lie to people and say, well, guys, I mean, look at, you know, NEO's $5. Look at Tesla is 170. I mean, NEO must be awesome, right? It's so cheap. Look at the potential. And that's essentially how these kind of guys work, or, you know, a guy like this. Now, the reason why I mentioned the Kevin thing is, remember, just a week ago he said he's going short Tesla, meaning he's betting against the stock. He'll make money if the stock goes down. But just like 4 months ago, or actually more than that, this is November 18th, 2023. So what are we in March? So it's like, I have to do the math here. Yeah, it's like 5 months ago, something like that, right? He was telling you that Tesla's going to be $1,000 a share. So basically, like, listen here.
Brings me to $1,000.
Yeah, see?
That is a return over the next 7 years of not 13%, but 24.7%.
Right, so he's telling you Tesla stock's going to make you like, what, 24% a year. It's going to go to $1,000. You're going to be all awesome, etc. Like, if you understand how ludicrous this stuff is, it's just basically pulling numbers out your butt. And then suddenly, like, this is 4 months ago, you're telling when it's going to go to the moon. And again, like 4 months ago, so this was back, was in November. So he's making the video like around in this part here, right? And then now the stock is down 28%. And then the other thing, the reason why I'm making this video, I think he sold all of his Tesla stock. So this was back in October. This is all public. He has a fund here. And you can actually find his holdings in Tesla. He had like 24.8% of his holdings of his fund was in Tesla, right? So about a quarter of it was in Tesla. If you look at the website today, this was updated on March 22nd, 2024. I think they sold out all, or he or they, however you want to say it. I don't think they're holding any Tesla anymore. It's not showing up here because remember, it used to be 24% of his portfolio. Currently, it looks like he just has this First American Government Obligations Fund. So that's at 35%. So it looks like they sold it all and just rolled it into this thing, which is fine. You can do whatever you want with your money. But the issue is, it's like how do you drop the news onto people? Again, 4 months ago, he's telling you that Tesla's going to be awesome. He was also too making like fake commercials for Tesla. This was this whole like fake commercial.
I'm a Tesla Model Y, and I'm a Toyota RAV4, the much more affordable alternative to
right. So he was kind of doing a joke on Mac and PC again 4 months ago, or it's ludicrous, guys. These guys are full of crap. If you understand what I'm saying here, I mean, how could you go from 4 months ago pumping this thing up like crazy, telling it's going to go 25% a year, and then 4 months later suddenly you're short the stock and you sold it all? And I don't remember a video telling people he sold it all. Because again, this is all legal requirements. You have to tell people what you're holding, and if you got a fun thing, and this is his fun thing right here. I'm not just making random stuff up. Moreover, even just today, he's like, or a couple days ago, he's like telling you again how awesome it is to go short Tesla.
Transparent about, well, one of them. One of them is Tesla. I have another short.
So I hope you guys understand the point of this stuff. I get it more than you know. I really do. It's what it is people are essentially blinded by greed. They're also new to the market. There's always a new sucker born every minute. I don't mean to sound too mean, but it's just the reality. When you're new, you don't know any better, and you type in what are the best stocks, who are the best things, or whatever, and you go to the people who have the most subscribers, most views, and you think, oh well, they're so popular, they must be awesome. They do everything well and correct and stuff like that. But like, if you understand how the market works, and you understand like how ridiculously, how can I say, full of I was gonna say F and BS these people are, you realize like how terrible this stuff is. I know I make videos about this topic time to time, but it's really frustrating, and I read it in comments too. I can tell people don't understand what's going on, or understand like how much these people are out to basically cheat you. All these people are involved in like pumping up crypto and these kind of things. Kevin was even sued over this stuff. And just talking about Kevin, but you can talk about the other guys as well. The Stockmo guy, he tries to sell you a course also on how to, do awesome at stocks, this kind of stuff. I'm not sure if this other guy tries to sell you courses, but he was involved, and I showed you guys in the past video, he was involved with the dude that's like here in my garage, the one with the guy at the Lambo in the garage stuff. But it's all BS. And for a lot of people out there, and this is just the reality of it, they're too lazy to actually look up things for themselves and see it for yourself. And even if you do, you may not understand it. I know I'm being a little mean there, but guys, I get it. It's these people are taking advantage of people who are unable to check them. So that's what I try to do on my channel. I can't spend all day, every day talking about other people's channels, because I'd rather talk about other things. But I just want to put this warning out there, because sometimes it just, like I mentioned before in channels, it just reaches a boiling point where I get so irritated of all this kind of BS out there. I think this is a great example of one, the evil one, where she's trying to claim that Bloomberg is just patiently putting out lies when it's completely a entirely misquote. And again, I don't know if Eva's purposely lying or frankly stupid. I don't know, but I can tell you that when she says media is garbage and she quotes this thing that's completely not true, essentially, right? If you guys understand this again, this is market chatter, right? This is the quote from Market Chatter, which is the MT Newswire, not Bloomberg, and trying to pass it off as being Bloomberg. So I know that people who love, Tesla and love Elon and all that stuff, they won't understand anything in this video. But those who do understand the video, I hope you understand the danger and sort of how this game is played. That's sort of why I'm making this. So be careful out there, please, and I'll catch you in the next video.